Hi there, everybody. It's Lisa Fanning.
And Chad Leone.
And we are coming to you live from Nova Scotia, Canada, after doing 2 excursions across Canada twice, all the way from Tofino, all the way down here to Nova Scotia. And we also visited New York. We have been boondocked in Nova Scotia for 4 months now. And actually, we were blessed. We were given a piece of land by someone who really cares about us. And they didn't want us on the road traveling with Juniper, our 8-year-old daughter. So we were given a piece of land to stay on. Thank you so much. You know who you are. So we're going to explain to you, if you've seen our pictures, how the tiny bus now has a tiny cabin, or as you guys like to call it, a boondocking station. So I'm going to have Chad step into this. Okay. And you're going to explain to everybody what we did.
Hi. Anyways, here's what we've done. We have a walkway here because we get lots of water that come around. So what we've done with this walkway is we've taken some pallets or skids and we placed them on the ground here and we leveled them out.
How many?
3. There's 1, 2, and 3. And what we've done on top of it is we've gone to a lumber yard and we actually got a wicked deal on a whole lot of lumber, and we've made a walkway and we've nailed it all down. And then we put the railings in. The importance of this though is it's not secured down. What we can do is we can actually take this and move it out of the way so we can move the bus out for further travels that we plan on doing. And if you look behind us, you see our cabin.
Da, 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 da.
Or, as you all like to say, boondocking station.
We like
If
that.
you notice, on the top here, we have our roof. The roof is actually 2 feet over top of the bus. So that way it helps with any rain or water that comes down to the side of the bus. And on top of the roof, it's actually tin. I was going to do shingles, but everybody up here said don't do shingles because the snow actually sticks to the shingles and it actually causes a lot of weight. So we actually used a tin roof.
Upcycled, of course. We got it for free.
We found it free. And if you notice, we've taken the bus is actually parked very close to this. Inside, you'll see why. And we've actually have some insulation in there, and we'll explain that as we go inside. And we have our little deck that we have here, and then Lisa's fine decorating skills with the dog. The chair was actually very easy to make. It was we made it out of some wood and everything from the trees around us. So come on in.
Okay, so I need to tell everybody, this design actually, all I wanted was a deck off of the bus for summer. I thought that'd be really neat. And my dad, who is a huge believer in off-grid living, his design, 100% from him and his brain, has developed this concept. So it was a group effort. It was actually me and Dad and Chad who put this together, but I like to give a lot of credit to him because he was the one that kind of took the deck idea to a brand new level. But I just want to quickly show you this. So this is the space. We still have to poly this today because we just put this in. So there is a space. Here's my finger. It's just that much between the cabin or boondocking station and the bus. Okay, so we're going inside. Okay, everybody. So here we are on the inside. This room is actually an 8x12. That was built. It's a standard build. The framing is, I believe, 16-inch
studs in between on the walls here.
Yeah, standard build. But one of the things that I love, which again was my dad's idea, is these windows here. These windows, upcycled, they are from patio doors. And when my dad was developing this idea, he thought it'd be pretty neat that if you're just sitting out here, it kind of looks like there's no wall whatsoever. And since the space is so tiny, it really opens up the concept. And of course, there's the gigantic tree that our daughter Juniper had chosen from the mountain to put in this room. So it does take up quite a bit of space. But memories last forever. So on the walls, we actually went back to that lumber place and we explained our situation and we got extra cabin kit. It was left over for super, super cheap. So behind these boards is standard cabin, insulation, OSB, all that fun stuff, poly. Up here is our ceiling. And once again, all of this barnwood, so we kind of wanted to once again design it so that it's really open space and it feels bigger than it actually is. But we got these rustic boards from an old cabin that was actually torn down, and we got those for free as well. Over here, this was my design, is because it's so tiny, I wanted to be able to sit on the bus. So that is the bus outside of this window. So once again, patio door window that we used. But you can sit on the bus and you can actually look out into this room, which is really neat when Juniper is playing. So now we're going to get into the functionality of this room. So it all started with this. This was a wood stove that was given to us, and we are so appreciative of that. And one of the things that I didn't like, even though I loved it itself, was the size of it. It was really, really big on the bus. And our daughter is 8, and as you can tell, we have animals. There's our kitty cat, and we also have a dog. And I was really nervous about having that wood stove on there. So my dad was like, you know what? We're going to turn this room into a furnace room, if you will, because we are just about off-grid. I think we're 95% off-grid. So what he thought was, hey, heat rises. So if we build this cabin and that wood stove can heat your bus at the same time as heating this room, then we have a winner. So Chad's going to explain kind of what we did, because a lot of people are asking, how come rain doesn't get in there? How did you frame it in? How does this actually work? So before he steps in, I just want you to know that the cabin is actually built lower